Namaste, hello, welcome to the video of Yoga of Grace. My name is Lucas and I would like to share with you today a very simple technique, and it's a breathing technique from yogic tradition to harmonize the two hemispheres of the brain, which very much resonates to harmonizing the two energies within ourselves. In yogic tradition, they talk about how we got the sun energy and the moon energy, which very much corresponds to the positive energy and negative energy. And as they talk about it, they don't necessarily mean that the negative is bad and the positive is good. They're just distinguishing between two different types of energy, which one is just passive and one which is active. And we all experience those moments where we feel really passive, and the passiveness can go in negative and positive, because we can be passively relaxed and at ease, and we can be passively lazy. And also the positive can go in a positive and negative. So in a sense we can really be positive, but we can be very overactive or overdoing things, or we can underdo things in the sense of we can do the quote wrong things. So when the energies within the body, I don't even say beyond the mind, and then they pour into the mind, the energies of the mind are balanced, then we experience a sense of tranquility in the mind, as the mind doesn't feel as it's swayed from left to right, it just feels centered. And so today I'm gonna show you this simple technique called Nadi Shodhana, or Alternate Nostril Breathing, which is very simple in its essence, very basic, but it really helps to come back to yourself, as it not only and mainly, to be honest, brings the attention back to yourself, and not to yourself just in the head, an idea of yourself, but really into the energetic mosaic of yourself within yourself. As it also brings a sense of clarity to the mind. The mind is as if cleared from the specks of dust on its lens, so it doesn't project anything outside, which isn't really helpful, as we then take those projections to be real, even though they are just, in a sense, misperceptions of the mind. So to do so, make sure you find a quiet place where no one will be disturbing you, and if you need a moment, just pause the video and then come back to it. And if you're already in a quiet, nice place, you can always make sure you sit comfortably, so you don't have to strain to sit. Sometimes, I know it happened with me at the beginning, to sit cross-legged. It took me effort to sit like that, and the mind was resisting. That's not really how I sit based on the past memories that I had, and in a way it was resisting. So I often recommend to use a block, or if you don't have a block, use some books underneath your buttocks, to simply elevate it just in this way, so the lower back, there won't be that much pressure on the lower back. So position, and very much this position is not only in yoga practice, but in all types of meditative practice. It's very important to make the body in a position as much still, stable and comfortable as it's possible to do. So as you sit comfortably, make sure you just check within yourself. How do you feel within yourself? Is there anything bugging you? Maybe if there's anything in your mind that you can maybe write it down, and oh, I got to do this today, or I got to do that today, and so you can put it to the side. So the mind then thinks that it is in a certain way taken care of. And then when you get all of that sorted out, together with maybe switching off the phone or putting on silent, just sitting comfortably and just directing attention back into the body to start with, and just giving yourself a few moments to just simply be. Just simply connect with your senses right here and right now. And again, whatever's happening in the mind, that's going to be the practice to kind of bring those energies a bit more into a balanced state. And so we're going to start with what we're going to do, we're going to bring our right thumb and close our right nostril. We're going to breathe in through the left nostril, and then we're going to close the left nostril with the ring finger, and then we're going to exhale through the right. Then we're going to inhale through the right, we're going to then shift again the fingers and exhale through the left. So that's the whole one repetition of Nadi Shodhana. And we're going to start with 6 repetitions today. And again, over time you can build it up to more repetitions, especially if you feel that that's really kind of centering, you kind of got the grasp of it, how to approach it in a way that it feels helpful rather than hindering whatever's going on. So the important thing is we don't want to fight with what's going on in the head and the body, but we want to approach it with the sense of openness and kindness, so we work with it rather than against it. So we're going to close our right nostril and change the sides. And again, inhaling through the right. And closing the right nostril, exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the left. And then exhaling through the right. And then inhaling through the right nostril. Exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. Change and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Inhaling through the right. And exhaling through the left. So one more repetition here. And here we're going to just bring the hands into our knees. You can come into here, into mudra, bringing the first finger and thumb together. And as you look within yourself, or bring that sensitivity, just noticing what happened within. It's a very important step to really recognize, did the technique work? Did it brought a greater sense of serenity, or it uncovered something which was pushing down on serenity which was already there? And if it wasn't, what it brought up to the surface? Was it just something which was locked in the unconscious and it brought it up to kind of clear the unconscious mind, the deeper parts of yourself? Or maybe there was something not right done with the technique. Obviously we got to remember that with this technique, as with everything, it's very much a balance between being relaxed and focused. So it's not just one or the other, it's actually both at the same time. And it's being relaxed and focused all at once. And the thinking mind cannot really understand how it can be, because the thinking mind can only comprehend one small bit at a time. But there's something within all of us, the conscious part, the soul, the Atman, which is consciousness itself, which can be aware of multiple things, objects, supposed objects at the same time. So it's a good practice wherever you feel stressed in the head, or stressed in the body, or a bit fearful, or maybe a bit unbalanced. I can bring a sense of clarity towards yourself, and you might be also able to hear and sense a deeper you within yourself. Not only the surface and the thought and the chattering of the mind, but also that still voice within, that's the voice of the soul, the voice of reality, of consciousness. And obviously the next part is to simply trust it, to trust that part of yourself. So thank you very much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're going to use this technique. It's going to find its use in your life. And practice it wherever you feel right. Again, you don't have to have a special place to practice it. We can practice it maybe when we are maybe sitting in a car park waiting for someone, or you have a few minutes and you just want to center yourself and come back to yourself in many ways. And also on the yoga mat, definitely possibly done before the yoga practice, before really going onto the mat and stretching the body. It very much creates a sense of spaciousness within one's own mind, where this heart or soul can kind of shine through it. So comment below if you find it useful. If not, also comment, maybe comment what did you find useful, what are your challenges with it, and I'll do my best to clarify it the next time. Thank you very much. May you always be happy, and may you always be peaceful. Namaste.